Welcome, everyone. I hope you had a wonderful weekend as we celebrated the risen Savior. It's a beautiful day here in eastern North Carolina, and I want to begin this week by asking you a question. Who is Jesus? Back in August of 1988, Time magazine had on their cover this picture, and it had the question, who was Jesus? And it says it's actually promoting a new movie that raises the age-old question. That's what it said. Well, it is an age-old question. In fact, in Matthew chapter 16, Jesus asked his disciples, who do people say that I am? And the Son of Man, which he's speaking of himself. And the disciples responded, well, some say you're a good person, a prophet, Jeremiah, and so on. But Jesus said, who do you say that I am? And Peter responded, well, you're the Christ, the Son of the living God. And Jesus commended him for his recognition of who he was. And when we go to the book of John, chapter number 20, the last verse, it tells us that John wrote his book so that men might believe in Jesus, believe who he is. And in his writings, that is John, he recorded 7 I am statements that Jesus made of himself. Now, what is the significance of these I am statements? In Exodus chapter number 3, we find that Moses is being told he needs to go and lead the people out of Egypt. And Moses, of course, was very reluctant, but he said, well, who do I say is sending me to lead the people out? And God says, tell him, I am is sending you. And he says, I am who I am. And so these 7 statements that Jesus said of himself in the book of John, that John recorded, they are a reflection of who Jesus is. He is the Son of God. He is the I am. And so in these next, this week and going into next week, we're going to be looking at these 7 I am statements that Jesus made that describe and help us realize who Jesus is. Friends, that's a very important question. It's the most important question, I think, that we can answer of who Jesus is, because once we recognize who he is, then we can have life and have it more abundantly. Well, listen, you be back with us again tomorrow as we begin this study, and God bless you. Bye-bye.